Today, there is a greater awareness than there has ever been about the importance of mental health. Specifically, there's an appreciation for the challenges that face young adults today with social media and all of the effects it can have. Social media affects everyone differently, but if it is having a negative effect on your mental health, it is crucial that you take steps to help prevent that from continuing. The first step to having a healthy relationship with social media is being honest about how we use it. It is important to acknowledge that not everything that comes from social media is bad. It allows us to be more interconnected than we have ever been. And at the same time, allows us to keep in touch with close friends and family who may not live near us. These positive impacts are important to consider and think about. Consider what are the aspects of social media that you enjoy? What are the things that make you glad that you have this tool in your life? It is also important to consider what are the negative effects of social media. Some questions to think about in this process are how much time do you spend on it? How much headspace do things related to social media take up for you? And finally, are you consumed by activity on your social media accounts? By thinking about these questions, you can determine what are the negative effects that social media is having on your life. After thinking about both of these ideas, you should come up with a game plan to maximize the positive effects and minimize and mitigate the negative effects of social media on your life. After being honest with yourself about social media, the most important thing to remember is that there is no one correct answer to how one should be using social media. That's why it's so important to be yourself. You must appreciate that what is best for you may not be best for everyone else around you. And that's why it's so important to trust your own judgment. You know yourself better than anybody else does, and you should trust your ability to know what's best for you when it comes to social media. We all have our own unique experiences and thoughts when it comes to social media. For me personally, I enjoy being able to communicate with so many of my close friends and family, but I also find myself sometimes wasting time and decreasing my productivity by just scrolling on the different platforms. My game plan was to use social media to stay in touch with the people that I wanted to, but to limit the time that I spend just mindlessly scrolling on the platform. With this game plan, I feel that I've found the right balance. And I think that everybody can find the right balance for themselves when it comes to social media. It's important to maximize the positive and mitigate the negative. Anyone can find the right balance and develop a relationship with social media, which is good for their mental health. All it takes is an honest conversation.